Well, hello everybody. I have promised a couple people that I would do a quick video of my Trimac Pair. So I'm doing it. This is the female up here. That is the male. The Trimacs are a couple years old, I suppose, at this point. Male is maybe, oh gosh, 12 inches, 10 to 12 inches, I suppose, something like that. The female is a little bit smaller than that, maybe 8, something like that. They share their tank with this Parachromis Friedrichstahli, as well as a little ornatum. Let's see, what can I say about the Trimacs I haven't already said? The Trimacs are currently in the Amphilophus section, or actually it's not a section anymore, it's actually now a genus. Back in the old days, Cyclosoma was kind of a catch-all for all of the Central American and some northwest South American cichlids like Festae. A few years back, that genus was ripped apart, and some of the subsections became full-fledged genuses. At the time, the Trimacs were in the Parapetenia section, which was a more predatory section, which, you know, the fishes like the Freds, Dovies, and things like that were in that. They have since been taken into their own genus, Parachromis, and the Trimacs have been moved into the Amphilophus genus, along with red devils, lion size, citronellum, those types of fish. It's probably a better place for them because this is not really a predator in the truest sense of the word. This is a fish in the wild that makes its living basically eating aquatic insects. It does catch an occasional small fish, like just about anybody will, or any fish I should say will, when given the opportunity. Anyway, this is the male. As you can see, he's in pretty good looking fish. There's a lot of reds in his finnage, and of course the famous red in the throats of the Trimacs. Not much else to say other than these fish have a very long reputation for being extremely aggressive, and I think that that's probably a little overstated. They have, in my experience, a very variable fish in terms of temperament. Lots of the Central American cichlids are like that, but I think the Trimacs tend to be even more variable. I've had incredibly aggressive Trimacs in the past, and I've had some that were very meek and mild. This pair is probably towards the moderate side of things, I would say. When they spawn, they are obviously more aggressive, as all Central American cichlids are. But in the general, they seem to be just kind of moderately aggressive. Nothing near the legendary aggression that Jim Langhammer talked about, and he was the curator of fishes at Belle Isle Aquarium for years, and Jim used to always talk about how the Trimacs at the aquarium, they were in a big system that had caimans in it as well, and the caimans were fed mice and rats, and often the Trimacs would end up taking those from the caimans. So they were considerably more aggressive, or at least more dominant than these fishes have been. And again, these are, you know, by no means meek and mild, but you know, when I'm comparing fishes on the scale of, say, my Dovie's insanity to an angelfish or a discus, something on the scale from, you know, the most aggressive to the mildest, these are somewhere towards the middle. You can see that they have been spawning, or excuse me, been lip locking quite a bit in preparation for spawning. I kind of had to coax them out of that cave. I have a feeling that they may have eggs, or at least potentially be laying some eggs in there, because they had been spending a couple hours in there before I kind of tapped on things to get them to come out for this video. Anyway, not much else to say. I promised an update on the Trimacs, and thought I'd give one. So there we go. That is the Trimacs, and just sort of a sneak peek of what I'll be doing next, which is a video on these Festae. That's it for now.